So good evening. We are back again. We are going to talk about Sandro Tonali, 10-month ban for the Newcastle and Italy midfielder for a breach of betting rules. And listen, this is kind of crazy. 70 million quid they paid for him. Well, according to this report, it was 55 million. I think with add-ons, it goes up to touch. Maybe that's euros. Maybe I was talking euros. But either way, we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of this and give my thoughts on it, because obviously we've seen Ivan Toney get a ban for the same thing, really. And the way the media have portrayed this one and the Toney one is two separate things. They haven't treated them the same. It's a bit wild, I can't lie. But there we go. It is what it is. But listen, make sure you are smashing the like button into oblivion. Big up to everybody who watched the Newcastle watch-along with me last night. Oh, my days. That is the worst game of football I've seen for a long time. And I've seen a lot of games of football this season that have been drab. That was right up there. Tonali obviously came on in the second half. Didn't really impact the game at all, really, if I'm honest. And Newcastle ended up losing. But make sure you are smashing the likes up. Make sure you are subscribing as well. Come on, let's get this up to 21k ASAP. And I will be doing a Brighton Ajax watch-along on here tonight. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I'll be going live about half hour before kick-off. So what, 7:30 UK time, 8:30 my time. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that game because Ajax haven't got a manager at the minute. They're looking at Arsenal's AirPod Albert, our assistant. So I've got a video dropping later on the other channel about that as well. So come and check that out. Leave your comments and supers down below as well. But I want to read this out. This is on the BBC website, bbc.com. But 23-year-old will not be eligible to play again until August and will be unavailable to feature at the Euro 2024 next summer should Italy qualify. Earlier this month, the Juve midfielder Niccolò Fagioli received a 7-month ban from the FIGC for betting breaches. This is crazy. I can't lie. The Italian football president, Gabriele Gravina, told Sky Sports Italia an agreement has been reached between the federal prosecutor and Sandro Tonali. A plea agreement is for 18 months, which 8 months is for rehabilitation, which involves therapeutic activity and making at least 16 public appearances. The rules call for a certain number of years of suspension, but a plea bargain and an extenuating circumstances have been taken into consideration, and the players' collaboration went above and beyond. Therefore, we must continue to respect the rules and we have established ourselves. Juventus's Fagioli had a 5-month and 1-year ban suspended and was fined €12,500, 10,850 quid. He also agreed to a therapy plan of at least 6 months to tackle the gambling problem. Now, continues on. Tonali and fellow midfielder Niccolò Zaniolo, who is on loan at Aston Villa from Galatasaray, left Italy's training camp on October the 12th after being told they were involved in an investigation. During a 3-year spell at San Siro, Tonali helped Milan win their first Serie A title in 11 years, blah, blah, blah. We know all of that. He came off of the bench in Newcastle's defeat last night. He's made 12 appearances for Eddie Howe since becoming the Magpies' second most expensive player after Isak. Newcastle were 6th in the league. They've got Man United in the cup, blah, 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 blah. Right. Let's see what else we've got here. Alan Shearer has said that the public support to him has been great. What else we got here? Wolves boss Gary O'Neill said it's good education for players around gambling. But this is my issue with this, right? And I do have an issue with it because, listen, they know the rules. Yeah, they know the rules. They shouldn't be gambling. Yeah, they're an elite level sportsman or woman in whatever case it may be, and they should not be gambling. But the way this has been portrayed, and I see the Newcastle fans, and listen, I ain't a dig at Newcastle fans. I actually like Newcastle fans. Yeah, I think they're quality. And big up to all the Geordies that follow this channel. But the way this guy's been portrayed as, oh, the poor innocent victim, he didn't really know what he was doing. He's got a really bad issue. And then Ivan Toney is seen as a disgrace to football, unbelievable. He's betting on himself to score. It's a shambles. It's a disgrace. Why is it one thing for him and one thing for him? Surely it's the same for both, right? Ivan Toney admitted 232 out of 262. This guy has obviously clearly admitted that he's done wrong, but this guy is the poor innocent victim, and this guy Ivan Toney, disgusting, horrible shame to the game. And I've always wondered why that is. Yeah, that the media don't portray the same instances in the same way, because we've seen this many, many times over the years. You know, Bukayo Saka, for example, gets treated differently to Raheem Sterling. I don't get that. Like, Raheem Sterling goes and buys his mum a house, and he's a disgrace. Like, but when other players go and buy their parents a house, they're wonderful people. Oh, they're looking after their family. Like, I really don't get it. I can't lie. And the thing is, it's all well and good putting these players on these rehabilitation programs. Do you think they care? Do you think Tonali, yeah, or Ivan Toney genuinely care? I don't think they do. Yeah, I genuinely don't. They've got way too much money to care anyway, right? And yes, it's knocking their credibility potentially on the pitch and stuff like that. But 10-month ban, and in Ivan Toney's case, what was it, 8 months? Yeah, 8-month ban, I think it was. Yeah, do you think they really care? Yes, they've missed a little bit of football. Tonali's going to miss a Euros if they qualify. I'm probably 95% sure that he'll be more upset that he's going to miss a Euros than he is missing any of the Premier League games. And Ivan Toney obviously didn't go to the World Cup, missed out on that. But for me, I just look at it and I think, like, they know they've done wrong. They shouldn't have done what they've done. But you genuinely think they care. They're just trying to get out of getting an 18-month ban. So that's why they're doing these rehabilitation programs and stuff like that. And listen, I'm not a gambler. Yeah, I very, very rarely put money on a football match or on anything, if I'm honest. So I don't know. I do know, but I don't know, if that makes sense. I know that somebody that is on it, Paul Merson, was at my football club for years. Yeah, serial gambler, compulsive gambler, couldn't stop himself, betting on games at 4 a.m, Lithuanian table tennis matches and stuff. Like, I get it, it is an addiction. I get that some people do need help to overcome that addiction. For me, I don't know the full ins and outs of both of these. Now, I'm not suggesting they're lying in any way, shape, or form, but the easiest way to get your ban reduced is say, I've got a problem. Yeah, I'm not convinced that that is the case for all of these people. Yeah, and I'm not, listen, I don't know them. I don't know the full ins and outs, but the easiest way to get your ban reduced is to say, yeah, I'm guilty. I've got an issue. I really want to help and get over it. And then they'll go through a couple of courses, rehabilitation, and then they're back to football. Yes, it's enough to deter them from ever doing it again, because I don't see Ivan Toney, Tonali, or the other guy doing it ever again. But we see this a lot. We see this in football a lot. Yeah, we see teams getting points deducted for moody stuff. Yeah, teams getting relegated for match fixing and stuff, especially the Italian teams back in the day. So, listen, they've been caught out. The investigation has obviously proved that they've done wrong. They've admitted they've done wrong. They're taking their ban. They've got a reduced ban, both of them, and Ivan Toney as well. But for me, is 10 months, 8 months, 9 months, 7 months, and all the short time scales that they've got, is that enough to deter them? I personally think it is, because especially when you're missing a major tournament, like I said, they're probably getting paid anyway. Yeah, are the club still going to pay him? Is Newcastle still paying his wages? I haven't read anything there to suggest they ain't. Maybe they are still going to pay him. Maybe they have insurances in place for things like this. I don't know. Maybe you Newcastle fans that watch this can tell me. Yeah, are Brentford still paying Ivan Toney? I don't know. I'd imagine they are. And even if these clubs ain't paying these players, yeah, for the duration of their ban, are they genuinely that bothered? They're multi-millionaires, absolutely caked. So, for me, listen, the right outcomes happened. He should be banned. You know the rules. You broke the rules. You're banned. Yeah. Is he sorry? I don't know. But he's got himself a reduced sentence by saying he's got an issue. Fair play to him. If he has got an issue, good luck to you, mate. I hope you get better. Yeah. Same with Ivan Toney. But again, it's another day of football being in the gutter, really, isn't it? And the more and more these stories come out, the more people will start thinking that football is corrupt. And it's just a vicious circle. These players need to be educated a little bit more, and they all know they can't gamble. Yeah, I don't care what anyone tells me. They know they can't gamble. So where's the education? What are the football federations doing to educate these players and telling them, listen, if you get banned, this, and this happens. Like, if you get caught. maybe they don't care. Like I said, maybe they got too much money, power, and fame to care what the repercussions are. Oh, I won't get caught, and if I do, who cares? I don't know. Leave it in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on all of it. Do you think it was a harsh 10-month ban, or do you think that it weren't enough? Why do you think he's being treated differently to Ivan Toney within the media? Because, like I said, it's a love fest for one poor guy. He's in the gutter. He's really struggling, and this guy, you're a disgrace. Like, I don't know. Very, very strange behaviour, but it is what it is. But listen, luckily, it's not my football club. We haven't had a gambling case at our football club for many, 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 many years. And listen, big up to Paul Merson, man. One of my favourite players back in the day. And he genuinely did have an addiction. So I'm not suggesting these players haven't. And if they have, get well soon, man. Get better, educate yourselves and move forward with your careers, innit? But there we go. It is what it is. Like I said, I will be back later tonight for the game Brighton Ajax. Live watch along on this channel, people. Make sure you are subbing to the channel. Let's get this up to 21k. That'd be great. If you could do that, that'd be fantastic. We're currently on 20,600 and something. 20,599 we're on. So come on, let's get that up to 21k ASAP. Make sure you leave your comments, super chats, and all of that good stuff. The likes, subs, and all of that down below. And we're out of it. Also, check out the video on the main channel. I did a show with Northside's Flawless and Saeed, talking about Man United, talking about Arsenal, the last couple of games, etc. And I will have a video out tonight, later this evening, on that channel about AirPod Albert, Arsenal's #2, linked to the Ajax job, and Ivan Toney being linked to Arsenal this January. So yeah, make sure you go and check that out as well, people. Have a blessed day, and we're out of here. Adios.